You're very unique in that you use technology and recent innovations in tech hardware to tell your stories and report what's going on around the world, including Google Glass and drones. You've brought some of these toys with you. Show them to us and tell us how they work.
All right, so the first thing you're going to notice is that I'm wearing Google Glass. It's like a cell phone for your face, that's what I call it. It allows me on the ground to use social media, email. I can send tweets, I can post to Facebook, I can shoot photos, and it also allows me to make video calls through Google Hangouts to my producers or anybody else who I need to work with. And then just recently I've actually hacked it a bit so that I can do live streaming video as well. And if I can show you guys actually what it looks like when I'm recording a video. So if you look right now, that's what I see right now.
Right, and I've used Google Glass myself before. We've showed it off on the show. What's interesting is that you also speak with your viewers in real time as you're live streaming, right? Yeah,
to me, I feel like that's one of the biggest pieces of what I do when I'm live reporting, is that with my phone, I'm getting a live chat feed through social media. So people are giving me directions, they're fact-checking, and they're asking more direct questions like what's happening to the left of you, and then I can actually turn and show them what's happening. So it's been called sort of a journalism video game.
Now I understand you made a name for yourself during the Occupy Wall Street protests, where you essentially turned a drone into a live camera, a live streaming camera, and you broadcast like a 20-plus hour marathon. How did you do this, and how did it work?
You know, it's just something that I was compelled to do. I had a smartphone with me. I was able to use live streaming mobile apps, and I had this big Energizer battery. So I started live reporting what was happening during Occupy Wall Street, and I had tons of support. The people who were talking to me through social media, they actually ordered batteries for me while I'm on the ground reporting, and had people come and deliver them so that I could continue to do this.
Show us how the drone works.
Yeah, so if you look right here, I can see a video from the drone, or with that, and then there we go. You can see what the drone sees, and I can fly it right now if you guys are ready. Hopefully this doesn't.
Yes, let's
hopefully
do it.
Doesn't crash.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see if I can. All right, here's something dangerous. Nope, never mind. I was going to try and do a flip. It's not going to let me.
All right, so you had this thing flying over Occupy Wall Street protests for 20 hours?
No. So I used the smartphone and the battery, and I had a few people deliver me batteries that got me 20-plus hours of broadcast. But later on, me and my friend hacked this drone and software through a computer so that we could send this in the air and film, basically get aerial coverage for a few $100.
So, Tim, some of your methods have been criticized, as excessive. Are we moving into an excessive surveillance tape where everything we do can be videotaped and streamed around the world? How do you respond to some of those criticisms?
It's technology, and technology can be used. I should say technology is neutral, and it can be used for any reasons. But if you look at what's going on in Egypt right now, if you look at the Arab Spring and even Occupy Wall Street, the world wanted to know what was happening, and without this new technology, we would have been sitting there wondering, what's going on. So now, thanks to mobile technology, with cheap drones and even Google Glass, I think we're going to start seeing information is going to flow in faster than ever. And I think from this point on, there can be just a regular person walking their dog that might become the most important journalist in the world.
Now, how do you think your reporting in Egypt and your use of this technology in Egypt, and also you've been reporting on protests in Turkey and Brazil as well, how do you think your use of these tools has given you an edge in your reporting?
Low cost. When I first started, I was able to, with just a few $100 smartphone, an unlimited data plan, I was able to broadcast for 21-plus hours. And even now, I can shoot high definition for hundreds of dollars, not hundreds of thousands of dollars. The drone, it's only $300, it's cheap. And previous to drone technology, if you wanted aerial coverage, you need a helicopter. So that it allows me to spend more money on travel, to visit more places, and, you know, better budget, I suppose.